Morning, Trainiacs! Working out every day in the pain cavern. Got a bit of a moderately sized workout today. I think it's going to be about a 70-minute bike workout, and then I was supposed to do a run workout later in the day, but I said to Coach Pat, dude, I think I'm doing most of my run workouts at night, in the morning, as a brick workout. Bonus pain! And who remembers these? The Halo Neurosport headphones? I think I know my opinion about them. I'll give them to you today. So yesterday, I started reading this book. This is Running Rewired by Jay Dickery. Jay is the physiotherapist, trainer, something like that, like the let's make sure you're healthy coach for Lindsay Corbin, and he helped get her through her stress fracture and come back and actually PR on the run course in Kona. I just started reading this last night, and right at the start of the book, it says that to become a better runner, yes, you may need more miles, but more importantly, you need to run more efficiently with proper form and a strong body. And the key to that is training your body with neuroplasticity, being able to rewire the firing patterns that your brain sends to your muscles so that you can move in a more efficient way than your body naturally wants to move. And the whole big hairy premise behind these things is all about neuroplasticity. So I'm gonna give them another shot. And we'll talk about them right after this workout, okay? Oh, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. This day calls for the stinkiest of hats. Okay, that was a 25-minute run after a 1:02 bike. The bike had a lot of heavy gear work. And the 25-minute run was 2.85 miles, 4.5 kilometers, and I ended at 9.3 miles an hour for 30 seconds. Patrick Lange does that for an entire marathon. Okay, so let's talk about these Halo Neuroscience headphones. I've had these since just after Kona. Really interesting premise. Tim O'Donnell uses it, Sarah Piampiano uses it. And the premise behind it is that these pods here activate the motor cortex of your brain, which is in between the ears coincidentally, and it primes your motor cortex to fire quicker, to have more feel of your running stride or quick movements that you're doing. I looked it up, and then there are legitimately studies that say that transcranial direct stimulation, which is the technology in this, does actually improve motor function. Your reaction time is quicker, your body awareness is quicker, your balance is quicker. However, what it also says is that the voltage, or like the tuning of what you actually activate in your brain, is really, really specific. Now, some of the reasons that I didn't really know what I wanted to say about this are because there aren't that many studies that actually link this to improve performance. The studies that Halo has on their website are very clearly Halo funded and Halo designed. So it's not like there were independent studies that I could look to and be like, oh yeah, like this is totally legit. And that said, because these are $500, I wanted to really confidently say one way or another what you should do. Like a couple of things about it specifically as well that made me go like, $500? Really? Is you have to connect it to your phone via Bluetooth to actually make it work. Okay, fine, dandy. It's very tough to connect. It ends up disconnecting, you gotta reconnect, and you end up with Halo Sport Neuro something listed like 6 times in your Bluetooth connections on the iPhone. It doesn't necessarily connect to your head very well. You've got to make these things like absolutely soaked to get a good connection. And then you've got to really press it down to the point that it's hurting to get that connection in your phone to the point that you can start it. However, if you hold that down really, really hard, then hit start and then close the app, you can release it and it's a lot more comfortable. And it'll go through the entire 20-minute cycle and you're all good, no big deal. And the last thing that was a real piss off was you got to connect it via Bluetooth, but you can't actually listen to music via Bluetooth. You have to listen with a cord, and that just bugged me. But does it work is the big question. I would say that if you are looking for the tip of the spear, the absolute most sophisticated, technologically advanced gear that you can get, yeah, I'd go for it. I do find that when I do, say, one-legged drills, my balance is a little bit better. I do have a feeling, could be the placebo effect of a little bit more body awareness when I'm on the treadmill like I was today. You do that 20-minute priming session, and apparently for 60 minutes after that, these effects are going to help you. And then because your body is firing in that neuroplasticity kind of way where your brain is ready to accept new muscular patterns, that is going to then translate into better form when you're out on the race course. And apparently it's going to solidify those connections between your brain and your muscles so you have less chance of bonking. But was it like I put these on and all of a sudden turned into a superhuman and could confidently say, you guys have to try this? It's phenomenal? No. So for $500, I really struggled for a lot of months with what I was gonna do with these. To be perfectly honest, they said, hey, we wanna sponsor you. Can we sponsor you, Taren? I said, well, let me try these out. And I'm actually giving up a fair bit of money because I can't recommend these so heavily. That really willingness to sponsor also sends a bit of a red flag that maybe a bunch of the people out there have their opinions sponsored for. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying I gotta watch out for you guys. Give them a try. They're not awful. I don't know. I'm sorry, Halo. I like you guys. You were nice too. Later, Trainiacs. Subscribe below for more triathlon gearhead reviews.